And now I would like to ask that we all rise for a performance of the national anthem by Celeste. We all rise, please. Thank you.
Arise, oh compatriots, Nigeria's call obey to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be to serve with art and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and
I'm going to have to ask that you don't sit down just yet. We have another anthem to sing, and that's the Ogun State Anthem. And this will be performed by the amazing musical and folk group Aduni and Nefertiti. Thank you very much. And you're warmly encouraged to sing along as well. Thank you.
Elédùmarè iṣẹ́ máa yá o, iṣẹ́ yá. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ogun ẹ ṣe gírí, iṣẹ́ pọ̀ fún wa láti ṣe. Ọmọ rere kì í ṣaṣẹ́, ọmọ ogun kì í ṣọ̀lẹ. Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ gbẹ́rù o, Ọlọ́run ń bẹ fún wa, ẹ tẹra mọ́ṣẹ́ o. Iṣẹ́ yá ọmọ ogun, iṣẹ́ yá.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Celeste and Aduni and Nefertiti, for that. Moving very swiftly along, it is my pleasure to welcome the director of the Ake Art and Book Festival, a woman that we all know only too well, to give us her welcome speech. It is my pleasure to welcome Lola Shone.
Thank you so much. First, I just want to again apologize to all of you for the fact that we're starting so late. If you didn't know before, there was an accident on the expressway coming into Ogun State. It actually took place in Lagos, and that's why so many of our very distinguished guests were delayed. So again, I apologize. Your Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, ably represented by Chief Mrs. Yetunde Ononuga, the Deputy Governor. His Excellency, the French Ambassador to Nigeria, Mr. Denis Gawa, the Consul General of the French Embassy in Lagos, Mr. Laurent Polonceau, Deputy High Commissioner of the United Kingdom, Miss Laura Bofi, Honorable Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Otumba Muiwa Oladipo, our wonderful partners, sponsors, and supporters, the Ake Festival, 2017 guests, visitors, colleagues, friends, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I welcome you all to the 5th edition of the Ake Arts and Book Festival. We are so proud that Ake Festival is still a place where African creatives are valued and appreciated, where their voices and opinions matter, where they are celebrated. At Ake Festival, we express ourselves freely, knowing that this is a safe space. For those of you who are joining us here for the first time, Ake Festival offers an enriching, entertaining, and informative mix of performances, discussions, screenings, exhibitions, and readings, with plenty of opportunities to meet writers, artists, filmmakers, poets, and creatives, to soak up the atmosphere and to explore this beautiful, historic city. The Book Buzz Foundation team spent several months preparing for this week. In the planning phase, we focus entirely on organizing events that our guests and visitors will enjoy. We want your experience with us to be memorable. As you will have observed, we are supported by a wonderful, enthusiastic group of volunteers. Some of them are joining us for the first time, but many are here for the second year, and some even the third year. If you need information or find that you are lost in this massive, beautiful complex, please do not hesitate to speak to someone wearing an orange Ake Festival t-shirt. If you haven't downloaded the Ake Festival 2017 app, which gives you all the information that you need about the program of events and our amazing guests, please do so now. You can use this app to create a personalized itinerary with notifications and reminders. Please make your friends at home jealous by letting them know that it's just a click away on that app and they'll be right onto our live stream. And if you miss any of our events, don't forget that you can catch up on our YouTube channel in a few weeks' time. Over the course of 5 years, we have invited over 340 guests from Africa and beyond to the Ake Arts and Book Festival. We have hosted winners of the Nobel Prize for Literature, Booker Prize winners, Kane Prize winners. Some of our guests, like Ayobami Adebayo, have recently been on the Bailey's Prize shortlist. But beyond prizes, Ake Festival is the place to find authors whose books teach us, heal us, and inspire us. This is where you will see arts and performances that will stimulate and move you. I would like to take a moment to pay homage to Ama Ata Edu, who very kindly agreed to grace this festival with her awesome presence. Mama, you are our mother in words. Many African women writers will agree with me when I say that if Ama Ata Edu did not pave the way, perhaps we wouldn't be here doing what we love today. Mama, thank you for your generosity and support. I would like to say a special thank you to all the distinguished guests who have come from 14 different African countries. Well, some outside Africa. So let's hear your voices when I call out the name of your country. Ghana, USA, England, Scotland, Brazil, Egypt, Eritrea, Somalia, Sierra Leone, there's just one there, Ishmael Bear, the Gambia, Kenya, Cameroon, are delighted to welcome Mohale Mashigo, Diane Auerbach, Sarah Blecher, Koleka Putuma, Zukizwa Vanna, Pumla Kola, who are representing South Africa. My team and I are very excited about the theme for this year's edition of the Ake Arts and Book Festival, the F word, which explores feminism, what it means to be an African woman today, how women of this continent create, how they manage to negotiate the spaces that they occupy. Most importantly, we will listen to stories about the lives of some of the incredible women seated here today. And whilst each story is different, every single story is important. Over the next 3 days, you will witness conversations that cover the journeys, the challenges, and the triumphs of the African woman. This theme was specially chosen as a way of reminding ourselves that our dreams are valid, that we must live each day with courage. And as is usually the case, after stimulating discussions, we look forward to seeing how our thoughts and ideas will translate into action. At Ake Festival, we believe that dialogue and interaction offers a path to understanding, to tolerance, and to opportunity. We hope that this, mixed with our usual celebration of African creativity and artistic endeavor, will leave each one of you enriched. None of this would be possible without our partners, our sponsors, and our supporters, and the wonderful work that the media do for us. We have gained some new supporters, and I would like to welcome Sterling Bank and First Bank of Nigeria to the family. They came to our aid at a time of great need. I would also like to especially thank the Ogun State government, Annoying Logo, and the Miles Morland Foundation and Nine Mobile for their support. The Yoruba do this thing where they ask people to help them thank an individual that has done something spectacular. Whenever and wherever you see Miss Kadria Ahmed, please thank her for the Book Buzz Foundation. Because without her love and her support, this festival would not be taking place. I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to every single one of our supporters. We've got Vlisco sitting right there. All these people who come together to give, whether it's the funding that they give us or whether it's in kind. We've got Coca-Cola, NBL, amazing companies who support what we're doing and who truly give to us. We appreciate you very much. We are here as guests of the Governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, in this very conducive events complex. So again, I would like to thank him. I would like to thank you very much, Ma, for his generous support, and I hope that you will thank him on our behalf. And I want to thank you all, every single one of you, for being here, and I wish you a fantastic festival experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. The lady from Gambia, I want to just welcome. No, I just wanted to welcome you. Like, your voice was, you represented the entire country so ably, and I just wanted to greet you. It's my pleasure now to welcome some of our distinguished guests for a few goodwill messages. And to start off, it is my pleasure to welcome the Managing Director, Vlisco, for her goodwill message and gift presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, Yvonne Chioke. Can we give her a round of applause, please?
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, Your Excellency, all protocols observed. I'm representing Flisco, better known in Nigeria as Hollandis Dutch Wax. Flisco has been designing and manufacturing in distinguished fabrics loved by African women since 1846. Flisco is not only in Africa to trade, but also to add value to life of our stakeholders, largely the African women. We understand that despite the many struggles, the African woman, her beauty is beyond compare. And we are always glad to be involved in partnership that will make that beauty shine, like this festival. Flisco would like to celebrate the following women: for her openness and frankness, for changing the conversation around mental health in Nigeria, social media community, and the wider community of women, for using the creativity as a tool for helping others to learn and to heal. Flisco presents this gift to Adebola Rayo. Sorry? Okay, okay. I'll do it. For her courage and resilience in the face of sexual abuse, for sharing her personal experience to strengthen others, for empowering and supporting survivors so they reclaiming their lives and being the best version of themselves. Flisco represents this gift to Kikemole Woleoso. I hope I pronounce it well. For using her proximity to leadership to promote the arts in northern Nigeria, for establishing Creativity Court to support young talent and help women develop her literacy skill. For being a role model for women creatives, for putting her humanity ahead of the niceties of public office. Flisco presents this gift to Hadiza El Rufai. Congratulations. For being a voice of reason on mainstream media and social media. For her advocacy work in the area of governance and politics. For her selflessness and kindness to the women she has supported in their time of need. For her dedication to the development of journalism in Nigeria. Flisco presents this gift to Kadaria Ahmed. For her immense contribution to human rights advocacy, her tendency in promoting choice of free and freedom, for being a voice for the vulnerable and the oppressed, for promoting women's rights and LGBT rights. Flisco presents this gift to Mona El Tahawi. And last but not least, for her exceptional writing, which has inspired a generation of writers and continues to shape the future of African women, for her paving the way for women of letters across Africa and the world and inspiring them to take control of their womanhood. Flisco presents this gift to Ama Ata Aida.
Can we give a very big round of applause to all our awardees? They will receive their gifts later. And now it is my pleasure to welcome the communications manager, Coca-Cola. I could give you guys a minute. I could give you a minute. It is my pleasure to welcome the communications manager, Coca-Cola, for a goodwill message. Can we give a round of applause to Linda Okondo?
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am pleased to attend this iconic event that actually celebrates the achievements of women. I'm also honored to represent a company that is proudly feminist. Coca-Cola has been around for the past 131 years and on the continent for around 90 years. And having been around for such a long time, we understand that promoting women integration in the society is actually the right thing to do. And to be honest, on a practical note, it's, gender equality is good for economic and social progress around the world. So at Coke, we set off on a journey to contribute towards gender equality. And internally, we actually have a clear objective of having 50% of senior leadership roles held by women across the company. This is for the simple reason that women represent 50% of the general population, the general human population, and thus should be represented in the society. One of the pillars of our corporate social responsibility agenda is women. It's actually based on what we call the 3 Ws, that is water, well-being, and women. Last month in Ivory Coast, we launched a Safe Birth Initiative, which is a program that will equip public hospitals in Ivory Coast and in Nigeria with essential equipment and medical supplies worth over $20 million to enable safe deliveries and post-delivery emergency care for mothers and their young ones. And you will agree with me that nothing is more important to a woman than the issue of childbirth and safe delivery. We also have a global initiative to economically empower 5 million women by the year 2020. So far, under this program, we have empowered 1.6 million women around the world. In Africa, the model that has given us the greatest opportunity is helping women set up retail outlets that in which they sell refreshing beverages. We provide retail assets, coolers, fridges, as well as basic business skills, such as bookkeeping and stock management. The beauty of 5x20 is that through this very simple model, a mother has been able to put food on the table for her children. a wife has become a valuable contributor to the well-being of the family, and a young girl has actually been rescued from vulnerability and gained dignity in the society. Closer home in Nigeria, Coca-Cola partnered with the UK Department for International Development, better known as DFID, to boost the educational and economic opportunities of marginalized girls and young women. As of March this year, the partnership had improved the learning outcomes and economic status of more than 21,000 marginalized adolescent girls in the northern Nigerian states of Kano and Kaduna, as well as Lagos. In the spirit of celebrating the girl child and the achievements of women around the world, I'd like to say that it is the real life stories of these lovely young girls who have now gained self-esteem and confidence to face the world that make us wake up every day and go to work for a company that cares, such as Coca-Cola. A lot can be said about what we have done in the women empowerment space, but as I say, a picture, and in this case, a video, tells 1,000 words. Please, let's watch. Thank you.
In Nigeria, education is most important. I had to drop out of school because I had pregnant. Since then, I've been struggling. Then I came across the angel.
In Nigeria, it's very important to be educated because it makes a very huge difference in your life. I used to be shy. When Engine came, they encouraged me. Now I can stand and talk to people. We have an Engine class every day in my school. It does make a really big difference in my life.
AJ lesson teach us about how to set your goals, savings, how to interact with people, and to handle your business. When I start with Coca-Cola, they gave me the umbrella and 2 crates of cola to start my business. From that 2 crates, I'll be able to buy 64 now.
She's talking about her future, planning ahead. It's helping girls to be on their own and be independent.
A big thanks to Engine program. I've gained a lot.
Profit is key.
Engine have made me proud of who I am, for who I am today, and for who I'm going to be. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
I want to provide for my daughter and I want to give her education. Everything is possible if we believe we can do it.
Thank you, Linda, and well done to Coca-Cola for that. We'll take a little pause on the goodwill messages because we have a treat. We have a very beautiful poetic rendition from one of our esteemed poets from Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome for her poem, Poetra Asantewa.
Women are raised on the concept of certain things not belonging to them. High-powered jobs, highly paid positions, being openly opinionated, enjoying intimacy and pleasure, and fighting for what they believe in. How can we teach girls that their sex defines them? How can we teach girls that their entire life is shrunken down to a pronoun? Our lands are named after women. The earth is named after a woman. War machines are named after women. Our priceless treasures are called she's. Yet, women need to fight to gain equal grounds. Have the years not taught us that women have wisdom instilled in their psyche? Has it not taught us that women are the single entity that sustains the existence of humanity? Find me a creature more profound than a woman, and my mouth will hold more apologies than teeth. We walk with purpose, striding along on Fertile Avenue and King Maida sing it with our touch. We are the riddle the world is still solving and the reason why men take a stance. Find me a creature more profound than a woman, and my mouth will hold more apologies than teeth. A woman talks about her dreams like Christians talk about the second coming, and it makes everyone want to keep trying. Even in her fears, she takes the butterflies out of her belly and places it in the pulse of man's wrist. We play roles for them and hurt our souls for them. We may break, we may bend, we may hurt, but we heal and we rise. Does it not make you want to meet you outside of yourself and appreciate you too? Woman, all the metaphors for perfection are borrowed from your existence. Do not let their disregard for your essence impair your magnificence. Do not let them steal the majestic smile from your cheekbones. You are light. Keep illuminating. Thank you.
That was so incredibly powerful and empowering, you know. I feel prepared to illuminate the entire space. Thank you so much, Poetra. That was incredible. And now it is my pleasure to welcome for a goodwill message the Corporate Affairs Advisor, Nigerian Breweries PLC, for a quick message, Kufre Ekanem. Okay. All right then. Just hold the applause. It's not your here. Moving on, as soon as we're told that Kufre Ekanem is here, we will have the goodwill message. Like we said earlier, the issues in Lagos have affected a lot of our guests. So it is my pleasure now to welcome somebody who I have been a fan of for a very long time. She's already looking at me from the corner of her eye. She's an author and a journalist and the editor of the Ake Review 2017. It is my pleasure to welcome Molara Wood.
It's morning, isn't it? No, it's afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. All protocols duly observed. You do not need the strength of a rock, because rocks do not mend like you do. One of the poems in this year's Ake Review, the F-word edition, written by Musa Wenkosi Kanyile. I hope I pronounced that right. We have nearly 20 poems in this edition. You have titles of the poems such as Every Night Mother Would Sit Me Down. Makes you think, doesn't it? The Other Woman's Letters. Medusa. Let us sing of sex. And There Are No Men in Our House. Written by a man. My name, as you've been told, is Molara Wood. And it was my honor when Lola Shoneyin asked me to edit this edition of Ake Review. I was editing for the second year in a row, but this was a special pleasure and a great responsibility, because this was all about the power of women, the creativity of women, the imaginative outflow of women, and all of that, the power of women to heal the world, to heal other people, to heal the environment. And we're very proud of what we've been able to put together, myself and the Ake team. Visual art, bumper, I mean, it's a bumper edition, and it's surprisingly and delightfully light in your bag, so it will not weigh you down. And we're sure that you will actually dip into these and be replenished by the non-fiction, the short stories, the visual art. We have up to 20 visual art, photography, paintings. There's one painting titled, "This House is Not for Sale," presented in a way that tells you the thing that is not for sale here is the female figure, the female person. Issues such as the condition of the girl child, birth, being born and giving birth, loving, living, marriage, career, self-image issues, all dealt with in their nuance and in all their nuance and complexity, and with a great searing honesty. It is, I'm proud of this edition, and I think that, you know, it's a restorative, affirming, and empowering edition. And so, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting your time or boring you, it is my pleasure, where is it? Okay, it is my pleasure to present Ake Review 2017. That's it. I should also say that there's an interview with the great Ama Ata Aido. You couldn't go through secondary school in Nigeria and study literature without reading The Dilemma of a Ghost. And there's an interview with her. She's one of the giants of African literature, and it is a beautiful cover indeed. Thank you all very much.
Thank you so much, Molara, and congratulations, Mama. Yes, please. Mama wants to thank everybody. She has asked me to thank all of us for her. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. And now it is my pleasure to welcome up Jeff Ryman to present the NOMO Awards. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, all protocols observed. I'm sorry to disappoint you, I'm not Jeff Rymond. That is Jeff Rymond. My name is Tom Ilube, and I am the patron of the NOMO Awards. Many thanks to Ake Festival for allowing us to present the first NOMO Awards for speculative fiction by Africans. The NOMO Awards are awarded by the African Speculative Fiction Society, about 150 African authors, editors, or artists. They nominate the works for the awards, then 3 months later they vote for the winners. I love science fiction and speculative fiction, and that's why I decided to fund these awards for the next 4 years. Speculative fiction imagines exciting futures for Africa based on cultural, political change and new technology. It creates alternative realities like our own, but with different histories, and explores a whole range of futures. Speculative fiction asks, what if? First, to help us announce the winner of the NOMO Award for the best comic or graphic novel by Africans, please welcome one of the festival's main guests, winner of the 2008 Wole Soyinka Award, and also of the Nebula, the Hugo, and the World Fantasy Awards, amongst many others, Nnedi Okorafor.
Thank you, Mr. Ilube. The nominees for Best Comic or Graphic Novel by Africans are Avonome by Xavier Igoroji and Stanley Obende, published by Comic Republic. The Chronic Might Be Issue 3, The Corpse Exhibition, various artists and writers, edited by Ntone Ejabe and the Chimurenga Collective. June 12th, created by Ibrahim Ganiyu, art and story by many others, published by Vortex 24/7. And lastly, The Might of Guardian Prime, created by Jide Martin, story by Wale Aweleje, art by Stanley Obende, published by the Comic Republic. And the winner is, relish the moment, The Chronic Might Be Issue number 3, The Corpse Exhibition. Congratulations.
First, I'd like to show what it looks like. I'm not going to make a big speech. I'm just going to read a line from the introduction. Science fiction on the continent is always said to be nascent and always on the cusp of emerging. A fact that has little to do with literature produced by writers from the continent, and more to do with the bureaucratization of African literature as a discipline of study. What we have done with this edition is to create mid-stories of stories that have been produced by other people. So we have all sorts of collective artists rewrite and reproduce and reimagine new stories. We're very glad to win this chronique. It's a recognition of the work that we do. Thank you so much.
And I forgot to read. This was the Chimurenga executive editor, Professor Kolade Arungudade. The prize money of $1,000 will now be sent to Chimurenga Cooperative. Okay, I've also been asked to help present the NOMO Award for short speculative stories by an African. Incidentally, all the nominated stories in this category are available to read online. Okay, and the nominees are The Marriage Plot by Tendai Honchu, published by Ome Nana. Okay, you just have to bear with me on the pronunciations, please. Indakusuwa by Blaise K., published in Fantastic Stories of the Imagination. Sundown by Innocent Immaculate Achan, published by Munyori. Wednesday's Story by Wole Talabi, published in Lightspeed magazine. Who Will Also Create You at Home by Leslie Nneka Areme, published in The New Yorker. The final votes were independently tallied, and for this award, there was an exact tie. And the winners of the 2017 NOMO Awards for Short Story are Tendai Honchu for The Marriage Plot, and Leslie Areme for Who Will Greet You at Home. Sadly, neither Tendai nor Leslie are able to attend today. Like all the winners, they will receive their prize money after the ceremony. And now I would like to hand back the mic to Mr. Tom Ulube.
Thanks, Nidhi. So the third award is for novellas. These are stories that are 20 to 30,000 words long. They're an important form of speculative fiction. Novellas are long enough to build a complex world, but are short enough for publication in magazines or anthologies. The nominees for Best Speculative Novella by an African are Binti by Nnedi Okorafor, published by Tor.com and available online from them. The Flying Man of Stone by Dilma Dilla, published in Afro SF V2. Hell Freezes Over by Mame Boguma Dieni, first published in Afro SF Volume 2, V2. The Last Pantheon by Tade Thompson and Nick Wood, first published Afro FS V2 and available online from the Manchester Review. Ta'oreva by Muthi Shlama, first published online by freeditorial.com. And the winner, as voted by the members of the ASFS, is Binti.
Thank you. We're all going to be destroyed by artificial intelligence. So enjoy yourselves while you can. Why are you clapping? In the meantime, this is an incredible honor. I wrote Binti because I wanted to see an African girl go into space on her own terms. I never imagined she would go this far. I hope she inspires writers who come after me to take it even further. Thank you.
Hello, this is Jeff Ryman. And I'm basically up here to say thank you to Mr. Tama Lube. Without his generosity, we would not have had prize money for 4 years. And that's what a new award needs. It needs continuity. For that reason, the ASFS felt that the award for Best Speculative Fiction Novel by an African should be named after him. And so it is. They are called the Alube Nomo Award. The ASFS talked for a long time about what we meant by African. Who is African? You can find out what we decided by going to the website at www.africansfs.com. There you'll find the nominations and more information as well. And a donate button. That would be nice. If you have published 2 speculative fiction short stories, or a novel, or edited then you're eligible to join. Just get in touch with us and join. There's no joining fees, and you get to nominate and vote for the awards and read all the material for free, which I hope is an incentive. Thank you so much. I'm now handing you back to Mr. Tama Lube.
Thank you. Okay, and now for the best speculative fiction novel. This is going to sound a bit odd, reading out my own name, but the nominees for the Ilube Nomo Awards 2017 are Azania Bridges by Nick Wood. This novel is set in an alternative South Africa in which empathy has become a weapon. Oh, interesting. Azotus, the Kingdom by Shadrach Chikoti. This quiet novel at first seems set in prosperous, orderly future, but appearances are deceptive. Black Ass by A. Igoni Barrett. A Lagosian wakes up one morning white, except for his bottom, while a character called A. Igoni Barrett is going through some unusual changes of gender. Rosewater by Tade Thompson. A culture-changing alien invasion turns Africa upside down. Tahiti Went West by Nikhil Singh. Imagine Alice in Wonderland in a kind of Durban, but with dinosaurs and drugs. All of them are mind-blowing reads, and the winner of the 2017 Ilube Nomo Award, nominated and voted by the membership of ASFS, is Rosewater by Tade Thompson. And Tade is not available, but I believe we might have Farida Abdul Karim available to say a few words on his behalf. Is Farida here? She's not? No, okay, she hasn't been able to get here. So we'd like to say thank you again and a round of applause for Tade Thompson. And so on behalf of all the nominated writers and artists and the ASFS, thank you for your attention, and to the Ake Festival. And now back to the opening ceremony of the Ake Arts and Book Festival. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to all the nominees and awardees. And now I'd like to move on to a goodwill message from Nigerian Breweries PLC. Representing Mr. Kufre Ekanem is Tayo Adelaja, Public Affairs Manager, West and Midwest. Can we give a round of applause to Tayo Adelaja, please?
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Mrs. Ononuga, all other distinguished personalities here present, I bring good tidings from the Managing Director, CEO of Nigerian Breweries PLC, and the Corporate Affairs Advisor, Mr. Kufre Ekanem. It is a pleasure in Nigerian Breweries to always be part of events and activities like this for a business that had existed for about 72 years now. We can only be involved in doing stuff like this. Nigerian Breweries, amongst all the corporate social responsibilities and activities that we do in Nigeria, one of them is the Creative Writers Workshop, which I'm sure everybody knows about, that Chimamanda Adichie is at the forefront. We've been part of this for upward almost 10 years now, where young African writers have been discovered and they have been supported. And it is a pleasure to have been part of this Ake Festival for yet another year. And we indeed look forward to being part of this for so many other years to come. And I would like to therefore wish you a happy stay in Abeokuta for those who are not part of who do not reside in Abeokuta. welcome to Abeokuta. Enjoy your stay, and I do wish you some fruitful 3 days of stay together here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. And now we would like to welcome the Chief Marketing Officer, Sterling Bank, Henry Bassi, for a goodwill message. Can we have a round of applause, please?
I'd like to stand on all existing protocols and start by saying that I bring you greetings from our Managing Director, Mr. Yemi Adeola, and then to say that we're particularly excited to be part of our K Festival. It's literally the kind of thing that Sterling Bank prides itself in. And then to talk about the theme, the F word, you know, it's pregnant with meaning. But for us at Sterling, about a year ago, or just over a year ago, we designed a product that was specifically for women called the One Woman. And this product literally focuses on what the female issues are right across sexual confidence to things that have to do with infertility and giving out, you know, money at decent rates to women. And this is just because from a cause perspective, we're a brand that literally cares. So we were excited to be part of this, and we're just generally excited to be part of the arts because we do quite a bit in this space. For example, today, with our partners, the British Council, we'll be finalizing winners of an arts competition that we support called Recyclat. And Recyclat simply just looks at using recycled material or repurposed material to create art. And it doesn't just stop there. We've got the winning entries. We will have winners. We're giving out $1 million each to all the winners individually. And then we will also be taking that artwork and scaling it up. So we have partnerships with Ogun State and a number of other states where instead of just planting green grass at the roundabouts, we will take these art pieces and we will scale them up to 6, 7, 10 feet if necessary to beautify the environment. And it's all our effort to promoting the arts. So we can go on and on, but it's not a time for long speeches. So I will keep it short and sharp and say we're really excited. We will continue to support Ake. Thank you all very much.
I don't know about you, but I really like it when speeches are so, like, to the point, right? Moving swiftly along, I would like to welcome the Head of Information and Library for the Goethe Institute, Safurat Balogun.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our protocols duly observed. On behalf of the Goethe Institute, I'd like to commend the Ake team for putting together another successful festival. The Book Buzz Foundation and the Goethe Institute have always worked together, creating remarkable partnerships in the cultural scene. Today, we are here with the cross-country conversation, Lagos to Limbe, organized by Goethe Institute Nigeria and Cameroon, Saraba Magazine, and Bakwa Magazine, with the support of the Zult Foundation and the Ake team, of course. As part of the project, we are honoring one Nigerian writer and one Cameroonian writer with a 3-month residency at the Zult Foundation on a beautiful island in Germany. I have the honor today of introducing them. Please help me congratulate the Cameroonian writer Nkiacha Atem-Keng. Please come forward. Nkiacha Atem-Keng works at the Douala International Airport in Cameroon. His work has been published by This Is Africa, Muyori, and Olisa TV. He attended the 2015 King Prize Writers Workshop in Ghana, where he wrote the airplane comedy Wahala Lizard. He was a runner-up of the Bakwa Magazine short story contest. Please clap for him again. I'd also like to welcome up here and congratulate the Nigerian winner of the residency program, Sada Malumfashi. Sada Malumfashi is a writer living in Kaduna, Nigeria. His fiction has appeared in Transition Magazine and New Orleans Review. His non-fiction and essays are featured in the Africa Report, Saraba Magazine, and Cairo Review, This is Africa and Music in Africa, amongst others. He was shortlisted for the Kofi Annan Prize for Creative Nonfiction, administered by Writivism in 2017, and his works of translation from Hausa to English have appeared in the National Translation Month issue of 2017. Congratulations. Congratulations. So they will be going to Germany next year for a 3-month residency, all expenses paid. Congratulations.
Thank you so much and congratulations. I would now like to welcome the manager, High Value Events and Sponsorship, 9 Mobile, for a goodwill message. Can we give a round of applause to Okanu Ibane, please?
Standing on all existing protocol, Your Excellency and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed our honor to be at the 2017 IK Book Festival. 9 Mobile, we're very proud to be associated with the festival and its commitment to developing and promoting creativity on the African continent, because it shares our vision of promoting and nurturing talent and providing a platform for Africans to communicate ideas and tell their own story. We see IK as an avenue to further promote the Nigerian and African culture and literature, and also to develop reading habits. For us at 9 Mobile, the Prize for Literature is a strategic initiative for developing the publishing industries in Africa. It is part of our commitment to talent development in the areas of art and literary in Africa. Following the successful launch of our new brand identity, which is from Etisalat to 9 Mobile, we equally changed the name of the Pan-African Literature Prize to 9 Mobile Prize for Literature. Although the name of the prize has changed, be rest assured that the values on which the prize is predicated remains the same. The 9 Mobile Prize for Literature wholly embodies our company's vision, which is to promote and celebrate writers of African descent in order to give credence and honor to homegrown talents while also encouraging further participation in this area. The call for entries was on the July 3rd, 2017. And of course, we have an amazing judging panel, which includes Harry Garba, who is also the chair of the judges, and Doreen Baigena and Sifiu Mahala. They have begun the tough task of reading and reviewing the submitted entries to select the books that will make the long list, which will be announced in December. We at 9 Mobile are glad that prize is motivating defunct fiction writers, while digitalization has also fostered increased readership of fiction and other literature. We are happy to inform you that over the last 4 years, the submission of entries has continued to increase as the prize is making a positive impact on the African literature. 9 Mobile will continue to contribute its fair share in ensuring that Africa, and indeed Nigeria, is prolific in producing great writers and cementing our place on the world stage. Permit me to also recognize a great personality